Hey guys, I'm Shawn Cheek of webpianoteacher.com. This is my sight reading boot camp series, 100 lessons to get you started in your sight reading so that you learn the skill of sight reading, not memorizing one song and then memorize the next one, memorize the next one, and just hoping you get better at reading music. Not going to happen. That's not how it works. We start off with doing lots of pieces, lots of songs that aren't hard, but doing a lot of them. Quantity, not quality yet. Quality will come, but it's necessary to keep putting new music in front of your eyes, making you see new things all the time, new patterns, so that you're not memorizing. Because as soon as you memorize, you're not sight reading anymore, okay? We've got to keep you moving. So lesson 3. So you should have played lesson 1 and 2 already. Even if this is, the next day and you're doing lesson 3, you say, well, I played it yesterday. That's not good enough. Play it today. Every time you sit down, play all the lessons that you know. And you say, well, that'll take forever. No, it won't. Lesson 1 and 2 you can play in less than a minute once you have it down really good. So that's not long. Here's lesson 3, and I hope you did your flashcards, whether you're actually using actual flashcards where you set them up on the piano and say it and play it, or an app on your phone. That's a flashcard app. There's some free ones that are really good. Just so something is working that say it, play it idea where you have a random note and you have to know what it is without a reference point, without counting up from middle C. Oh, don't do that. Okay, lesson 3. Let's get to the board. And I can't, I could say get to the screen, but I did the whiteboard thing for so long, and it's still a whiteboard to me. All right. So here we are, and we have lesson 3, C position still. C position just means your fingers are here. I hope you know that when you play, regular music later on, you're not going to be a position. You're going to go wherever the notes go. But this is just a good place to start. It's a starting place. Okay, C position. It's a safe, comfortable place where we can get started. So that's why we're in C position. Dotted notes is the name of this lesson. And, this is a half note, right? Well, this half note has a dot. A half note without a dot gets how many counts? 2. Okay. What a dot does, it takes half the value of the note and adds it to itself. It's like a little math here, okay? Or you can just remember that a dotted half note gets 3 counts because half of 2 is 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. So it gets 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I should have been putting 4, 4 and all these, and I didn't. But the time signature we had in lesson 1 goes for all of these, okay? 4 counts in a measure. And so we're going to introduce that counting to 3 because any note can have a dot, but we're going to start with a half note with a dot because that's the easiest one to add. 1, 2, 3, and there's 1 count left. There's count 4, okay? Now, before we even do this, can you play this first line, say it and play it? Even the left-hand note, can you do that? You can pause your video and try the first line and see if you can do it. And then, okay, you're back now. Were you able to do it? Let's see. C, 2, 3, D, E, E, D, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a G, right? It's a G on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, some people, these get 2 counts, so you want to go 1, 2, 1, 2. That's okay, but I like to count 3, 4. So it's all the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as you say 2 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is also a well-known tune, kids' tune, and I'll tell you in a minute, but let's move on. All right, so when you play, are you not looking down at your hand unless you just have to, and you get lost? But as soon as you get your hand set, look back up. Look at each note. Are you able to say the name of the note out loud when you play it? Even kind of sing. I can't sing right now. I've had some tracheitis for a couple of months. Getting my voice back. It's not quite totally back yet, but it will be eventually. So sing if you can. If you're not a singer, just say it out loud, the name of the note. That way we know that you're thinking about what the name of the note is, okay? And I know I've said that, but I know I need to say it a lot of times so that we get it. So we're on measure 6. You can pause your video and try that line. And then, okay, you're back. I like for you to try it yourself before you watch me, because if you just watch me, you're copying me. And a lot of you are really good at copying. And you're not reading, you're just copying me. And you need to read. So read it, and then you could use me as a check. Did I do it right? Okay. E, E, D, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3. Left hand, C, D, E, F. Oh, I didn't go to the board. I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, D, E, F, G, 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 F, E, D. And I just noticed I was taking my hand off. I do that because I can, but I recommend for you beginners, leave your hands there so you don't, because you'll tend to look down at your hand when you have to come back up. Okay? And some of you can look even peripherally. You're looking up, but I can still kind of see the keyboard and feel it. You want to have keyboard awareness. And keyboard awareness is kind of a term I came up with just to mean you can feel where you are on the keyboard. The key of C is the hardest because there's no black keys. And all the keys feel the same. When you play some sharps or flats, they kind of guide your fingers and you kind of feel where you are. So key of C is hardest to feel where you are. Anyway, so I hope you can do the second line. Now we're going to try the third one. And you notice I'm taking one piece at a time. Okay, I'm not trying to tackle the whole song at once. Unless you're just totally able to do it, that's fine. If you are a player who has played already, and you're thinking, well, I can't sight read good. I want to be better, but this stuff seems too easy. Don't make that mistake. You stick with me. You need to relearn this stuff, and you need to retrain your brain. And it's going to be harder for you to retrain than it probably is for someone who's never played, who's doing it right from the very beginning. Okay, just the way it is. But once you learn these skills, you'll be set. All right, measure 12. Let's move on. Okay, measure 12. C, C, C. And you should try it yourself first, right? Pause the video, and then here we go. C, C, C. G, G, G. Left hand. G, G, G. Uh-oh. What do you do here? Well, both hands play together because you read both staves at the same time. I haven't given you, left hand, right hand together yet because I wanted to keep it pretty easy, but now we're going to play together. And what do you notice? Look at that for a second. What do you notice? Hopefully you notice that both of them are the same letter. There's a G in the left hand and a G in the right hand. F in the left. So they're called octaves, and they sound the same, don't they? When you play octaves, G, F, E, D. Okay, so you just play those together. That's all you do. G, F, E, D, C, 2, 3, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, C, D, E, C, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I started counting instead of saying D, C, D, E. But I want you to say the letter. I'd rather you say the letter than count. I'd rather the counting suffer a little bit and you say the letter, okay? Because you need to know the letter, what it's called, and feel where it is without looking at your hand. All right, so after practicing this, hope you're able to play lesson 1, 2, and 3 in order. If you make a mistake, fix it where you are. Don't start over, okay? Let me say that again. Don't start over if you make a mistake. We're not going for perfection because you're never going to get there. I've tried. We never get there. We take the enjoyment, but we suck all the enjoyment out of it if we're trying to be perfectionists, because then we've made it about ourselves instead of making it about music and enjoying the music and what other people can enjoy, okay? It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about music and the joy we all get from playing it and from sharing it, from other people hearing it. Okay, take the pressure off. Don't carry that burden. You don't got to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect. No one's expecting you to be perfect. Only you are. So let yourself off the hook for that. If you make a mistake, fix it where you are and then keep going. Okay, don't start over, because then the beginning gets really good. You get really anxious about making a mistake and worry that you're going to make a mistake all the way through instead of enjoying the music. Okay, make a mistake, fix it where you are, keep going on. Even if you kind of have to limp through it, that's okay. Then go to lesson 2. Get through it, do lesson 3, get through it. Not looking for perfection. I'm going to play this all the way through now so you can have something in your ear to hear, okay? So here we go. I will have to scroll here. I guess I could make it smaller, but I'd rather be able to point every once in a while. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pause for a second while I scroll down. Okay, here we go. You ready? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, by the way, this song is Alouette. Da, 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 da. Remember Bugs Bunny? That's the song. We're going a lot slower here. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Left hand. G, G, G. And I'm going to scroll. 2 lines to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4. C. D, E, E, C, G, C, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, now if I had made a mistake, I would just fix it where I was and keep going. Okay, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. All right. So have you played lesson 1 and 2 today and lesson 3? Very good. And have you done your flashcards, whether you're using an app on your phone, on your iPad, or actual flashcards? In fact, you can even, I just thought of this, you can find flashcards to print them out and then cut them out with scissors and do it that way. But you need to have something that generates random notes, but only these ones we've done, only C, D, F, G in both hands. It's only 10 notes. Something that randomly generates notes where you have to just know where it is and play it without a reference point, without counting it from C. And flashcards are the way to do that. We're not going to do flashcards forever, just in the beginning, just till you get all the notes learned. Then we won't have to use it anymore.